And thank you, Brandon Judd and Art Del Cueto, for your support, as well as the 18,000 men and women who serve in our Border Patrol to keep our state and our nation safe. And I want to mention another group that is often overlooked. It's the family members of our Border Patrol agents, several of whom we met today on our way in. Just like the families of the first responders and military members, these spouses and children also serve and sacrifice for the greater good. You know, I saw recently in the news where Mayor Adams of New York and Mayor Bowser of Washington were suddenly complaining that their social services are being stretched to the breaking point by a flood of illegal immigrants. They're finally just getting a taste of what Arizona communities have dealt with for decades, and it has never been worse than the past 2 years under the disastrous leadership of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So, Mayor Adams, come to Yuma if you want to see a community dealing with the true hardship caused by open border policies. Come speak to our ranchers in Cochise County, Mayor Bowser, and you might start to understand the urgency that we have to bring this crisis under control. Best of all, come speak to some of the men and women here with us today, Border Patrol agents doing their job admirably and without the necessary support from the Biden administration. Illegal crossings have reached their highest level, even under Joe Biden. But this issue is much more than numbers. It's a humanitarian tragedy. From people left for dead in the desert or in the back of a blistering semi, to the American families that have been ripped apart from the deadly fentanyl that is coming across our borders every day. Washington liberals like to make securing the border sound more complicated than it is. Kamala Harris talks about needing to end poverty and violence in Central America before we can get a handle on the situation. No, securing the border takes two things: resources and willpower. President Trump and Vice President Pence already showed that it can be done. The security situation at our southern border was the best it has been in memory until the Biden administration came on the scene. By now, we all know what happened next. Joe Biden had rolled out the proverbial welcome mat during his campaign, and he made the situation worse upon taking office by halting construction of the wall and repealing policies like the Remain in Mexico policy that discouraged so many crossers. Now, illegal activity at our southern border has never been worse. It's gotten so bad that even big city mayors back east are finally noticing, because Arizona has been on the front lines. This is truly a 50-state border crisis.
That's right.
And if the federal government won't do its job, states must step up and fill the breach. Remember what I said? It's about resources and willpower. And as governor, I'll do one thing after I take the oath of office. I will call our legislators into a special session. I will surge the National Guard to the border, make sure the local authorities have every resource they need, partner with like-minded states, as Governor Ducey has done, and we will share intel and manpower. We will defund sanctuary cities, and we will finish the wall on every inch that we can. A secure border and safe streets go hand in hand. And I am humbled in this campaign to have the endorsement of not only the National Border Patrol Council, but also law enforcement groups like the Arizona Police Association, the Tucson Police Officers Association, the State Troopers Association, and the National Troopers Coalition. What these groups know is that it takes more than words on paper to get the job done. You need a track record of results that people can believe in. I've been leading large organizations, solving problems, and navigating government at all levels for decades. My opponent, let's face it, this campaign is the largest entity Kari Lake has ever led. From supporting Obama to writing as recently as 2016 that she considered deportation a modern-day trail of tears. There's nothing in Kari Lake's history that she'll make good on her promises. And I pledge to you, Brandon, and to all Arizona voters, that as governor, I will commit the resources necessary to get the job done. We will end the chaos.